everyone, it is Grant Mofsowitz from T+O+M Executive. It is June 2021. I cannot believe we are halfway through the year already. It has been an unbelievably busy start to the year. Welcome to the latest edition of Tom Talks, where I'll be talking to each of T+O+M Executive's desk heads about the respective markets, their respective businesses, talk about the trends that they've been seeing over the last 6 months and what they expect to see for the next 6 months in the lead up to Christmas. Today I will be talking to Sophie Watson, who heads up T+O+M Executive's compliance and financial crime area. Big welcome to you, Sophie, probably the busiest person in the office over the last 12 months.
It's definitely been incredibly busy. My area obviously looks across regulatory compliance as well as financial crime compliance. Financial crime is the obvious one to talk about because of the AUSTRAC allegations into numerous domestic banks, casinos, wagering firms. That's kept everyone busy. Initially, the focus, of course, was to bring in new heads of those divisions, which I've been working with organisations to do. Now that those key senior people are in place, it's about working with them to build out their functions and their teams. There are two main catalysts, really. The first one is definitely the increased scrutiny of the regulators, ASIC, APRA, AUSTRAC, which aren't going away anytime soon. The second is probably more around the financial accountability regime. Anyone who is an accountable person does have an invested interest in making sure that this works. My advice for companies who are looking to recruit in this space is to make sure you are offering the right remuneration. Salaries have increased, as have bonuses, and it is still something that candidates look for. Along with that, flexibility is key, especially coming out of the pandemic, with everyone being used to working from home. This is of importance to people, and it's something we can't get away from. What makes it worse is obviously the borders are still closed, and that is a significant reduction in talent. So make sure you are keeping your processes quick. You're bringing in the right people. People want impressive leaders. They want someone in this space that knows what they're talking about, that's worked in the Hong Kong market, the London market, in the US, so that they can bring a different perspective and a different level of maturity to what financial crime and compliance should look like. There is still going to be an increased demand in this space. As I was discussing before, we are now looking to grow out those line one teams across all organisations. Along with that, for the emerging risks, you've got to look at what the regulators are talking about. APRA recently spoke about the emerging financial risk across climate change. You've had talk about responsible lending. All of this factors into exactly what organisations should be looking into. There will definitely be increased growth, at least for the next couple of years. I don't see it stopping at all. It's an incredibly exciting time to be in the industry. Compliance and financial crime compliance is finally getting the recognition. They're in the spotlight. They're now on the agenda of every senior meeting, and that's the way it should be. So increased growth, continued development, and I think we've got another good couple of years.